Welcome into a very late post-game edition of Rangers Live. I'm Lesley McCaslin, joined by Matt Mosley to break down a very intense game between the Rangers and the Angels, and a very disappointing one, Matt. It had that postseason feel, but Rangers not really playing postseason baseball.
No, right, too many errors, 3 errors. There were other botch plays, and that's just not Ranger baseball. And I think the look said it all that Wash had on his face, because it was just like, what did I just watch? And I think he's sick of watching it, and he's going to figure out, what do I have to do to cut out all these errors? Because that's what, 10 in the last 13 games now. They don't do that. It's getting ridiculous.
Absolutely. This is not Ron Washington type baseball. Well, let's go back to Angel Stadium now to get the reaction from the booth. Dave and Tom, what can you make of this one tonight?
Well, one thing you can make of it is a tough loss, and there have not been many losses for Ranger pitchers who made quality starts this year, but that's what happened to you, Darvish, tonight.
Yeah, I thought Darvish threw the ball as well tonight as he has all season. You know, he came off a couple of starts that totaled 9 innings, and he walked 9 guys in those 9 innings. Really didn't use his fastball effectively the last couple of games, but today he did. He had a great fastball today. Frequently it was 94 to 96 miles an hour. We're going to show some of his strikeouts, and 5 out of the 7 strikeouts will be on good fastballs that he throws by good hitters. He also mixed in some pretty good off-speed pitches. He had a great slider that he got Morales with right there. Got Torrey Hunter on a high fastball, and there's an excellent slider right there. So all in all, he deserved better. He's going to get the loss tonight. He's going to give up 3 runs. 1 of them was unearned, but he pitched well enough to win the game tonight. And if he continues to build on that start and throw that way the rest of the season, great things are ahead for you, Darvish, because he was good tonight.
Only thing he lacked tonight, offensive support and defensive support. Those are pretty important items, as Matt was discussing. Lesley?
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Definitely a solid night for you, Darvish. And we're going to look at some of the silver lining here before we break apart all the negative things that maybe happened tonight. One of those, Craig Gentry with an incredible catch early on in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, and you thought that was going to be a sign of things to come, and you watch him go up against the wall. I mean, you know, Mike Trout's the guy we've been bragging on a lot for the Angels, but Gentry goes back up and brings one up, back in against Ibar, and you thought, okay, this is going to be a good night for you, and you see you turn around, give him the little clap, and it seemed like it was going to be one of those special nights for Darvish, and it really could have been, but things sort of went south from there in the field.
I mean, that would have been Eric Ibar's first home run of the year. Craig Gentry, we know he's fast. He's obviously got some ups there, too. Okay, from the silver lining, though, we go to some of the negatives. Errors, unearned runs. They now have 27 since May 1st. They only had 3 in April. We've talked about that. Is this a slump? Is there a way out of that? Is it mental? What do they need to do to not play like this defensively?
Well, Beltre's too good to make that play. You know, and that set it up, and so yeah, it's just straight out poor defense, and you see, I mean, that opens up the game right there. There's Elvis with a high throw, and it's a sort of a lack of concentration. He gets lazy, and then you got Napoli goes back and he just misjudges a fly ball. And I mean, that's unfortunately that looks like little league stuff, and he's not comfortable. He's still not that comfortable at first base.
Sure, and it wasn't just Beltre, like you said, Elvis, Mike Napoli. This was happening all over the field, and it just didn't quite seem like mentally that they were in this one as well. No,
and you just saw the first run of the game, and this was, with a guy like Ibar who, when he puts one of those down, I don't know if Darvish was going to get him there anyway. So after the way he pitched, I'm not going to get on to Darvish for that play right there, but I will, everybody else. There were just so many things that happened in this game, and I don't know, Andrews, and I think I put a curse on him the other day. I wrote a column about how great he'd been in the field. He only had 4 errors on the season. Now he's got 7 errors, and he's just, he's just, I don't know if it's a lack of concentration or what, but right there, complete the play. He's already arguing right here. He thinks it touched the base runner. But here, even with Trout running down first, you still have to go ahead and complete the play. You don't stop. You don't assume, okay, the umpire saw what I saw. And so, I mean, this was just one of those baffling plays, and he got lit up on Twitter, as you saw, for doing this. But I think everybody was, because you can watch. I don't know if he would have gotten Trout or not, but Trout just comes into your frame there. I don't know what in the world Elvis was thinking there.
Yeah, but it was a tie game at that point. Then the Angels went on to score another 2 runs, and that's when the game really got away. C.J. Wilson, though, a quality start for him. I mean, he walked too early, but he seemed to really stick it out, even though his pitch count got a little high there.
Yeah, it's just double plays. He was the best. He was one of the best in baseball last year, and he just continues to get all those double plays. He had 4 tonight with a strike him out, throw him out. 3 in the film, and it just over and over again. So the Rangers, lots of missed opportunities. You saw it yesterday. Moreland hit into 2 double plays yesterday, but it's not out of character for C.J. Wilson. That's what he does. He gets in trouble, but he had the breaking ball working, and he got all those double plays, and he was able to kind of dance in and out of trouble. But now he only was able to give him 6 innings. I thought Darvish was way more efficient than C.J. Wilson tonight, and he just has nothing to show for it now.
Absolutely. The Rangers grounded into double plays in the first, second, and third innings, 3, their season high, just like it was last night. All right, well, we are just getting started here on Rangers Live, and we're getting Matt Mosley a little fired up.